With deepfakes as a service, anyone could create highly convincing fake videos and images. This accessibility these days, combined with new and minimal regulation at the moment, has made deepfakes a significant issue for the payment industry and beyond.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our interview with Alan Primitivo. And we have running our show, Risk Management Show podcast, for more than 2 years now. And we invite you to subscribe to this podcast on different platforms such as iTunes, YouTube, and much more. So, Alan is a director of compliance and product operations at G2 Risk Solutions. Welcome, Alan, to our Risk Management Show podcast today.
Thank you, Boris. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure too. So, Alan, I believe that we will have a very thoughtful conversation on the topic of fighting AI deepfake services, which is a very kind of important topic these days. But before that, could you tell us a short story about yourself, your career path, and what brought you to where you are right now, and what you guys at G2 Risk Solutions up to these days?
Yeah. So my name is Alan Primitivo, and I have been at G2 Risk Solutions for over 13 years now. And I've been responsible from our customer success teams working with our clients to the compliance and product operations side, which I find myself today. So I really get to see the gamut of what we are presented with on a daily basis, working with the clients and hearing their feedback, working with the operations teams to implement a lot of the the nuances that we need to do in terms of keeping up with compliance and regulations. Having both of those sides really gives me a good kind of grasp into the industry as a whole.
Fantastic. So let's dive deep into our topic. Let's first understand what we're talking about. Could you explain what deepfakes are and why they pose a significant threat to our the payments industry, specifically, maybe to all our lives,
Yeah,
modern lives?
yeah, absolutely. So deepfakes are AI generated content. Deepfakes have moved from being a technical curiosity to a real threat these days. With deepfakes as a service, anyone could create highly convincing fake videos and images. This accessibility these days, combined with new and minimal regulation at the moment, has made deepfakes a significant issue for the payment industry and beyond. So, these deepfakes are used for misinformation and possibly social engineering attacks.
Let's do some kind of analysis of what is the impact on financial institutions. So how are financial institutions like banks and payment providers particularly vulnerable to this deepfake related fraud?
Sure. So deepfakes are affecting the payment ecosystem as a whole. These malicious actors, bad actors, are crafty. They misrepresent themselves and launder transactions to hide their true nature. These make our job as a payment ecosystem challenging but crucial. So staying vigilant and adapting our strategies, we could disrupt these operations and protect the integrity of digital commerce. So these bad actors will uh, create malcontent. So using deepfake services to nudify a celebrity, they will create art, um, the quote unquote art of nudifying a person without their consent. So
Hmm.
these types of content, the payment ecosystem, the payment brands themselves, um, they do not want to be associated with. And deepfakes as a whole isn't just uh, a compliance issue. It's an ethical issue as well. Stopping deepfake services is an ethical duty for all of us involved in the payment space. We have responsibility to ensure the payment platforms aren't misused for harmful purposes. So by collaborating across the industry, sharing insights, we create a safer, more trustworthy digital landscape.
All right. And how can we detect and prevent such technology? For example, what advanced technology are being deployed to detect and prevent deepfake fraud, and how effective are they?
Yeah, that's a great question. Technology plays a role in combating technology. Um, so it requires scanning millions and millions of websites to spot potential deepfakes. But technology isn't the complete answer. You need human expertise on top of it. Human expertise is quite indispensable. You need analysts to play detective using their intuition and experience to uncover hidden threats. So it really is a combination. Everything is evolving in this space. So you need both technology to evolve and then human analysts to evolve, to identify, shut down their payments. And once you're able to shut down payments, it's really the lifeline of these bad actors. So they have to stop, they have to reorganize, and then they'll pop up again. This is where, constant monitoring comes into play because we'll find them again. We'll flag them and we'll shut them down. So it makes it much more difficult for bad actors to stay in the payment ecosystem.
Interesting. So both combination of technology and role of human expertise play a major role in stopping them. And what
Correct.
about regulatory landscape, given the lack of comprehensive regulation around these deepfakes because they are relatively new? And what proactive measures are financial institutions taking to stay ahead of these threats?
Yeah. So the credit card brands themselves are quite proactive in combating deepfakes. They penalize banks and payment providers that process transactions for deepfakes. Um, and the role really is to shut down these malicious actors before they cause harm. So in lieu of um, set standards, global standards that and regulations that are still being developed, the card brands themselves are being proactive, which is a great thing to see, to really keep the digital commerce safe.
Mhm. All right, let's do some case study and real incidents. Maybe you can share some real world examples, maybe without dropping a name, if it's really sensitive, of deepfake
Yeah.
fraud in the financial sector and how they were handled.
Yes. So, in our research that we monitor for our clients, we have seen several examples of notification sites where it is a pay for service, where a consumer could go to these sites, type in any celebrity that they want, and the AI, the deepfake software, will notify. Um, when we find these types of examples operating in our clients' data sets, we will notify our clients. Our clients will review the information that is provided to them and they will shut off payments. So that is an example. There have been many headlines recently, even within the last few weeks, of celebrities having deep fake um, pornography that is out there. There, so one of, I think it's been in the last few weeks, is a rapper by the name of Megan Thee Stallion has had a deep fake pornography video out. She has claimed that, this is deep fake, this is not her, And, these are the types of things that we see. She's just one of the most recent ones. We've had other celebrities within the past year go through the same type of ordeal. We'll see images, videos, all created by deepfake software. You have some types of software that we've seen in our client's data set that generates art, fan art, but you could give it directions, and anyone could give it directions to create childlike, youthful looking nudity type images. So these are the types of things that we're finding when we're crawling our clients' websites, looking out for these deep fakes as a service softwares.
All right, interesting. So
Yes.
let's discuss future trends and the preparedness for this. What future trends do you foresee in deepfake technology and fraud, and how can the payments industry prepare for these evolving challenges?
Yes. So since it's so new, deepfakes and just deepfakes as a service, we definitely see the adult industry continuing to play a role in deepfakes, as well as being able to capture voices, use different technologies to do social engineering to do phishing attacks. We foresee these types of deep fake uh, as a service continuing in the future. You will always see bad actors evolve technology. These bad actors are extremely bright. They are, up with the curve, up with the current technology, and they will use it to their advantage. What we could do as a community and how the payment ecosystem can protect themselves is really being able to monitor their merchants and the people they're processing for, making sure that the merchants they have in their data sets are utilizing some type of monitoring service, being able to do regular reviews of their data sets is going to be imperative, I would say, to be able to find these. You will have softwares that during onboarding are pretty benign, and they will evolve over time. They will add different AI features now that will create art, or will be able to do, notifications in the future. So always having that constant monitoring, um, I would say is how we combat this. So being able to identify these bad actors and shut them down, cut off their payments is what we need to do as a community.
All right, awesome. So I would like to ask you a personal point of view.
Okay.
What is the major misconception in this field of AI deepfakes that you kind of strongly disagree with?
Hmm. So that I strongly disagree with deepfakes as a whole. Um, I would say that there is a conception that there is some positives around deepfakes, being able to alter images such as blurring backgrounds, removing individuals from photos, those type of pieces. Those are more of the benign pieces. I would say deepfakes as a whole is more dangerous than not. Um, I would say it is not in the background, but in the foreground. That is my take on deepfakes. That it is quite dangerous in terms of the applications that they could be used for.
Mhm. All right, so let's summarize our interview for someone who is listening and would like to walk away with one or two major takeaways. What would it be?
Yeah, I would say that The fight against deepfakes in the payment industry ecosystem is a collaborative effort that blends advanced tech with human expertise. By proactively shutting down malicious actors, we could create a safer and more trustworthy digital commerce landscape.
Right. So fantastic, Alan. Those were all my questions. Perhaps if I forgot to ask you something that you feel is important for our audience, please go ahead.
Oh, I think I'm good on my side, Boris.
Yeah. All right. So let's call it a day then. And thank you very much again. And if your company is producing a good content, so you're welcome to you guys from marketing, I don't know, to post on our site, join our site at globalriskcommunity.com and post your thought leadership content. It's a very important topic to our community. Thanks again.
Thank you.